Hola and welcome to my channel. I'm Allison, your go-to Mexico travel expert, and today I'm diving into a comparison of two of the most popular adventure parks in Riviera Maya, Mexico, Xel-Ha and Xcaret Park. As someone who has lived in Playa del Carmen and explored all of the Xcaret adventure parks, I know just how tricky it can be to decide between the two parks. But don't worry, I'm here to help you figure out which park is best for your trip. In this video, I'll go over everything you need to know, from the unique highlights of each park and pros and cons, to price comparisons and an overview of the activities. I'll also share some money-saving tips, so make sure to check the video description for the latest coupon codes for admission tickets. By the end, you'll know exactly which park is the right fit for you. So let's start with the basics. What's the difference between Xel-Ha and Xcaret? Xel-Ha is basically a large, natural water park, and it's all about water activities. The park has an enormous natural inlet where fresh water meets the ocean, where you can do unlimited snorkeling and swimming with marine life. It also has short, overwater zip lines, cliff jumping, and a lazy river for relaxation. But the real highlight is the scenic lighthouse, which is a huge 98-foot tower with spiral water slides. On the other hand, Xcaret Park is all about experiencing Mexican culture. It's a combination of nature, history, and adventure with over 50 attractions, including cultural shows, performances, and exotic animal exhibits. It has a few adventure activities like underground rivers and snorkeling, but it's mostly about exploring the natural landscapes and learning about Mexican culture. So let's break it down further and compare the two parks in terms of specific aspects. First, let's talk about location. Both Xcaret and Xel-Ha are located along the beautiful Caribbean coast of Mexico, right between Playa del Carmen and Tulum. Xcaret is closer to Playa del Carmen, and it is about a 15-minute drive from there. Xel-Ha, on the other hand, is located closer to Tulum and is about a 40-minute drive from Playa del Carmen. This means that depending on where you're staying, one park might be a bit more convenient to get to. But no matter where you're based, both are accessible from major tourist areas, including Cancun. And a round-trip transportation service is available for an extra charge when booking your tickets online. Moving on to activities, there are some big differences between the parks. Starting with Xel-Ha, the park's focus is almost entirely on water activities, with over 20 different activities to choose from. The central attraction is the natural inlet known as La Caleta that's perfect for snorkeling. You'll find brightly colored fish, natural rock formations, and crystal clear waters. Xel-Ha provides all the snorkeling gear you'll need, so you can just jump right in and explore at your own pace. Another highlight at Xel-Ha is the scenic lighthouse. At 98 feet high, it's one of the tallest structures in the area and offers panoramic views of the park and the turquoise coastline. Once you've taken in the view, you can choose from 4 spiraling water slides to make your descent. They are super fast and a lot of fun. If you're looking for a more relaxed vibe, you can grab an inner tube and float down the lazy river. This mile-long river winds through lush mangroves, giving you a peaceful and scenic way to enjoy the surroundings. You can either float on an inner tube or wear a life jacket and drift along until you're let out in the main inlet. For adventure seekers, Xel-Ha also offers activities like Trepachanga and Salpichanga. Trepachanga is a balance challenge where you walk across 2 parallel ropes suspended above the water, testing your coordination and agility. And Salpichanga is a series of short, overwater zip lines that let you soar over the inlet before splashing down into the cool water below. There's also the Cliff of Courage for those feeling brave. This is a 16-foot cliff that you can jump off into the refreshing waters. It's a thrilling experience if you're not afraid of heights. Beyond water activities, Xel-Ha has some land-based options too. You can explore jungle trails, spot wildlife in the Manatee Sanctuary, and check out the Mayan Wall, which has a bike path if you feel like going for a ride. Now, moving on to Xcaret, the activities here are more diverse and culturally rich. Xcaret has over 50 attractions and they're spread out across the park with something for every interest. One of the biggest draws of Xcaret is its focus on Mexican history and culture. You can explore replicas of Mayan villages, visit traditional Mexican haciendas, and wander through colorful plazas that showcase Mexican art and architecture. Throughout the day, you'll find cultural performances happening around the park, from pre-Hispanic dances to Mexican folk music, giving you a chance to experience the country's rich traditions. For nature lovers, Xcaret offers tons of opportunities to see wildlife up close. You'll find the Butterfly Pavilion with hundreds of native butterflies, a coral reef aquarium showcasing the vibrant marine life of the Caribbean, and an open-air aviary with exotic birds like parrots and flamingos. There's also a sea turtle sanctuary and a manatee lagoon where you can see these creatures up close. Plus, the horse exhibition is an evening spectacle with talented horses and riders showing off their skills and agility. Xcaret's underground rivers are another unique experience. These natural rivers run through limestone caves and tunnels, allowing you to swim or float along as you take in the rock formation and jungle views above. And of course, one of the main highlights at Xcaret is the Xcaret Mexico Espectacular show. This evening performance brings together a 300-person cast to tell the story of Mexico through music, dance, and costumes. It's a visually stunning show that takes you on a journey through the country's history from pre-Hispanic times to modern Mexico. This production is an absolute must-see, and it's one of the best ways to end your day at Xcaret. There are a few water activities at Xcaret, like the underground rivers, snorkeling in lagoons, and swimming in natural pools, but overall, the park is not super action-packed. If you're looking for a bit more adventure, I'd recommend adding on one of the premium activities like Sea Trek or Snuba. I personally did the Sea Trek experience and thought it was so fun. You get to walk on the sea floor while wearing a special helmet that allows you to breathe normally. It's a unique experience and a great way to see the marine life like stingrays and tropical fish up close. Next, let's compare food and drink options. Xel-Ha offers an all-inclusive dining experience. Your ticket includes unlimited food and drinks, including an open bar. In fact, it's the only Xcaret park that offers an open bar, so that's a huge value add. Plus, the buffet restaurants are open for breakfast and lunch, so you really get your money's worth when it comes to food. On the other hand, Xcaret has multiple restaurants and dining options, but food isn't included with the basic admission. You'll need to upgrade to the Xcaret Plus or Xcaret Total tickets to add a buffet meal to your experience. If you don't choose these packages, you can still dine at the restaurants, but you'll have to pay for food at a la carte prices. So Xel-Ha definitely wins in terms of food and drink value since everything is covered under one ticket. Now let's talk cost. Generally, Xel-Ha is the more affordable option since the cost of the admission tickets is lower and it's all-inclusive. This means you don't have to worry about food or drinks as it's all part of the admission price. You can also upgrade to the Xel-Ha Total ticket if you want to add on one of the premium activities. Xcaret, on the other hand, offers 4 different ticket packages. The basic admission ticket at Xcaret is the least expensive, but it doesn't include food, lockers, or any premium activities. The Xcaret Plus and Total tickets are more expensive, but offer extras like a buffet meal, access to the exclusive Plus area, and some extras like lockers and snorkeling equipment. You can also purchase the Xcaret at Night ticket if you just want to see the Xcaret Mexico Espectacular show. Since Xcaret is not all-inclusive, it can have a lot of added cost if you want to experience everything the park has to offer. So Xel-Ha definitely wins in terms of overall cost and value. Now let's do a quick breakdown of the pros and cons for each park. Starting with Xel-Ha, one major pro is the all-inclusive ticket with unlimited food and an open bar, which adds a lot of value. It's also known for its beautiful natural setting and abundance of water activities. Plus, the admission tickets are generally less expensive overall. However, a con is that Xel-Ha has fewer activities with less variety, so if you're not a fan of water adventures, you might feel a bit limited. Plus, it's located about 40 minutes south of Playa del Carmen, which can be a bit far depending on where you're staying. For Xcaret, the pros include its focus on Mexican culture and history, the variety of more than 50 activities, and the evening show, which is a big highlight. Plus, it has tons of wildlife encounters, making it great for families with small children. However, a con would be that it's more expensive overall, with additional costs for food, premium activities, and certain services if you only buy the basic ticket. Plus, Xcaret is a longer time commitment and can take up a whole day and evening if you plan to see the show. And it's not as action-packed with fewer adventure activities. Next, let's talk about which park is better for families. Xcaret is great for families with younger kids or multi-generational groups since it's stroller and wheelchair accessible, and there are lots of interactive exhibits, animal encounters, and children's areas. Young kids will love the aviary, butterfly pavilion, and the children's world. Xel-Ha, on the other hand, is ideal for kids who are a little older and more comfortable in the water. The lazy river, snorkeling, and water slides are perfect for adventurous kids. There's also Children's World, which has smaller slides, playgrounds, and shallow play areas for younger kids. So Xcaret is probably better if you have very young children, while Xel-Ha is fantastic for older kids who love water activities. Now let's get into some money-saving tips. One of the best ways to save is by booking your tickets in advance. Both Xcaret and Xel-Ha offer discounts if you purchase tickets on the official website. You'll get 10% off if you book 7 to 20 days in advance, and 15% off if you book at least 21 days ahead of time. Another way to save is to bundle your tickets if you're visiting multiple parks. You can save up to 20% off with these package deals. Lastly, make sure to check the video description, which I'll keep updated with the latest coupon codes and special offers. So, which park is right for you? Both Xel-Ha and Xcaret offer unforgettable experiences, but they cater to different interests. If you're all about water activities and want a laid-back, all-inclusive experience with plenty of time to float, swim, and explore, Xel-Ha is the perfect choice. Plus, it's more affordable and great for families with older kids. On the other hand, if you have a family with small kids or simply love Mexican culture and history, then Xcaret might be the better option. Just be prepared for a longer day and additional cost. I honestly think both parks are incredibly fun and worth a visit, so it really just depends on your personal preferences. I hope this video has helped you decide which Xcaret adventure park to visit on your Riviera Maya trip. Don't forget to check the description for the latest discount codes and helpful links. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more travel tips and reviews.